Okay, so let's start by saying that we all, okay, Mama's back. We all are higher spiritually evolved beings. We all are. Okay. Let's start by saying that because there's nothing special about me in one individual that is constantly trying to raise her vibration, because I am a part I am a part of all of you all, and you all are a part of me. We are a, all a part of thee. We all are a part of whatever this big thing is. Okay. So, so won't nobody get it all mixed all up saying, oh, she thinks she's one of the higher goddesses out there, whatever. No, no, no. That's not what that last video was about, because I made it very clear. I explained it to the best of my ability. Sometimes it may come off a little different for some. I don't know. But it certainly was not intended to be so. But I would like to say that we all are rising our spiritual vibration. You understand? Because we're constantly working at it. We have discovered our mission because we are here once again to congregate with one another so that we can raise our awareness in the spiritual realm as well as here in physical, because what we are doing and what we are preparing for at this moment is very important in our spiritual afterlife. I mean, in the afterlife, it's very important because the reason why I wanted to talk about that is because we hope to not be a ghost when we cross over, when we transition over. We don't want to become ghosts. So it's important that we're working on that now. It's wonderful that you're living because we definitely need to live. Okay, Mama got some clothes on. She just, y'all know how Mama had a little wrap, so I don't want nobody to think Mama ain't got nothing on here. Okay, let me show my little necklace and everything. But Mama got something on. She has clothes on. Let me pull this down just a little bit so that you all can see she has on clothes. Anyway, what I want to say is this, you know, it is detrimental at this point right now. And I'm giving you this message that we're preparing ourselves not only to live, but for the afterlife. And the reason why I want to say that is there are many levels in the afterlife. There are many levels in the afterlife, okay? And depending on which particular level, you understand, that you're going to be on when you exit your body, okay? How you're living and preparing yourself right now, okay, will determine how you handle the particular level that you will cross over into when you exit the body, okay? The reason why I say that is because, like a lot of the times, the reason why you have disturbances and poltergeists in homes and business places is because someone has transitioned from the body and they do not have the skills or the tools to cope with whatever particular level they are in the afterlife on the other side. Therefore, you will encounter a lot of, lost souls, lost spirits, residual spirits. So it's important right now that we begin to raise our vibrations and prepare ourselves, okay, for the other side. Now, I'm going to be getting into more of this on videos to come because it's very complex. Mama's still learning herself. She's not only being taught by doing a lot of reading and a lot of meditating, but and by people who are spiritually evolved. They're evolving themselves, which is pretty much all of us. If as long as we are continuously practicing our spirituality. Okay, so Mama ain't got no special privileges or nothing. She's just like the rest of y'all, because somebody rubbed me and brushed across me as if though, okay, and you know who you are. But I want to clarify that. So we need to be raising our vibration. It is very key because this is not all. This is not it. People think that you come here and then when you die, lights out, it's over. No, it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people. Oh, and I want, like I said, not only am I learning by reading, by researching, by talking to higher evolved beings, whatever, and I want to say that because that's how I feel about them. But I'm also myself, communicating with spirits that are letting me know, okay, about some of the things that they have encountered, being lost, finding out that, what they were taught was not necessarily true. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I want us to be preparing ourselves as much as possible because we'll never know until we get there. But we definitely need to try to prepare ourselves. Now, I know you're saying, how do you prepare yourself for the unknown? Excuse me, y'all. A little bit camera shy. Mama can be camera shy sometimes. But anyway, how do you prepare yourself? Well, you prepare yourself like you're doing now. You're reaching out, you're watching different channels, and a lot of channels show you how to meditate, how to do yoga, how to concentrate, how to do so many things. So this is the first step to preparing yourself for the unknown. You also want to, to, if you can, check out some books and stuff like that and do some reading on reincarnations. Read on some books on life before death. Life after death. Books like that, those books kind of give you an insight as to some people's experiences when they were totally flatlined, when they were clinically dead. Those books can help prepare you for some things to look out for, some things that may be ahead or whatever. But it can get deeper than that. You can look for books that's geared towards basically the afterlife, the other side. Okay. You want to constantly, read and research. Okay. Constantly read and research. And but I wanted to talk about some of these different levels of the afterlife, the astral landscape, the astral plane landscape is very vast. You thinking that this place is something, this place ain't nothing compared to what's out there. First of all, you have to realize that the physical body remains on this particular plane, okay? But there is a conscience that's within you, which most calls it a spirit. And people don't realize, but the spirit and the soul are separate. The spirit, the soul, and the ego are all separate. They have many different facets to them. And they don't necessarily all go in the same place or to the same place. So it gets very complex, okay? But know that the conscious does not die. Just like we're conscious now, we're watching each other right now. I'm looking at you, you looking at me. That portion of you will not remain on the physical landscape or this particular plane. It will go to another level somewhere, depending on how the conscious has evolved here or in past lives will determine these things. So it's a lot to get into, a lot that is very interesting about the subject matter because, depending on where you are here right now, you may not even be ready to go to certain places. You can be actually trapped here because you're not physically prepared or spiritually prepared. That's the word I want to say. You can, and then it all depends where you go, all depends on actually how you transition over. How you actually die can determine where you go. It can determine whether or not you're going to be a residual spirit here, just trapped, or a ghost here moving around freely, or a ghost here actually being held captive by a more sinister, darker being. So you have some darker beings out there that have some souls just trapped in one place, and have those particular spirits where they cannot, go ahead and, fully transition, so that they can either reincarnate or go higher to a higher plane somewhere, So it's so much to this, but that's why we need to, at this particular point now in our lives, be preparing ourselves for the spiritual transitioning. There's so much growing to do, guys. But you know what? I'm going to end it and stop it here, because I need to actually organize how I'm going to go into this. Because, first of all, we need to talk about how we're living our lives and preparing ourselves, and what are we doing that is going to aid us into, because nobody wants to be a ghost. You know what I'm saying? I think that's one of the most miserable existences that you can have on the other side. We all want to actually go and transition over and go straight to that next higher level, whether that may be to come back here and be a more higher evolved spirit, or you know what I'm saying? At least just do what we got to do on that side so we can come back if we have to, if need be, to do some other work, or whether, we're going to just go ahead on and accept whatever level we are on and stay there for a period of time and do work there or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be a ghost. So the main thing we want to do, we want to make sure we're not going to be any residuals or any ghosts here trapped in this place, trying to get people to hear us, or communicate, or help and guide us to whatever that place is we are to go, the light or wherever. Okay, so it's a lot we got to get into, and I will be coming back with another video once I get it set out. Mama got to set this out right, because I see now that a lot of people can take things the wrong way. So Mama be back in a minute.